So the first half hour will be on the wireframes, and the next 1.5 hour will be on the JavaScript array objects. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So let me just take a wireframe. I guess how many of you received this wireframe? So there are total 3 wireframes. So I have distributed it to different students. I don't know, I don't have any logic behind it. I guess this is Anil received this, and who else received this? And the other thing is the DVDs are ready. So Anil, you will receive the copy. Just update your address, your complete address, and everybody update your complete address. I'll be sending an email as soon as the class is done. So it's only HTML and CSS. So as soon as the jQuery finishes, I will give again JavaScript and jQuery and PHP and project. So sorry, basic PHP and intermediate, then advanced PHP and project. So it will be like the DVDs. So the material, I say the DVD, HTML plus CSS, JavaScript plus jQuery, right? And then basic plus intermediate PHP, advanced plus project. So that's 4 DVDs. You'll be receiving 4 DVDs. So I'll be sending an email as soon as the class is done. So update your profiles, update your addresses, complete address. I'm not responsible for DVDs which go to different locations. So I'm not responsible for that. Okay, so yeah, coming to the wireframe concept here. So how you should approach the wireframe concept. So if you could see this, everything is a box here. Can you spot that out? Everything looks like a box, right? Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen here. So I hope you guys can see my screen well enough. Yeah, can you guys see my screen here? So let me just increase the volume here. Can you guys just see the screen? Yes or no? If not, then I have to do something. Yes? Yes? How about you, Ankush? I don't know if Ankush is here or not. Okay, coming to the wireframe here. So the first and foremost thing you have to remember, that is you have to build a skeleton first. So when I say skeleton, it's just HTML. Build the HTML first, then later on go for the style. So I don't know how Adnan approached it. So I'll be showing Adnan's assignment after this. So that was really cool. He has done it real fast. So I know what his technique. So this is Tutoslive wireframe. So let's say this wireframe.html. Alright, so write your styles, everything in a separate file. Okay, maintain a separate file for it. So don't mix everything in the same file. So coming here to the body, so here everything should be like this. So now, so let me come back to the class here. So this entire thing, from right from here to here, okay, there to there is a div. Now how many divs are there again inside? Let's say every box is a div. 1, 2, 3, right, and 4 and 5. There are 5 more divs. It's up to you. I mean, counting the divs is up to you. Okay, so there are 5 more divs inside the main container. So let's just do this. Right, this is the header. Right, there's a header with a logo and something else, and this is a nav bar, right, the navigation bar, and this is actual content, right, and the last one is a copyright. So let's do this thing. Okay, let's put the copyright and the bottom in the same. So let's say that to be a footer. Alright, so let's put classes to everything. Class equal to, this is header, class equal to navbar, class equal to content, and class equal to footer. Okay, coming here, style, so just write the plain classes here. Alright, just some plain classes. Now let's go ahead and see what is there. So super 10 wireframe, this is it. So there's some mistake there, so we have to rectify it, nice and clean. So now what we have to do, come here. So actually if it's Firefox, I recommend Firefox for this, seriously, because Firefox is really cool and awesome. So I don't know, I'm not using Firefox here, this is Chrome, but Firebug in Firefox is a real good option here. Okay, so coming here, container, okay, margin 0 pixel auto, width 80%. So it has moved there, right, it has moved there. So let's come into the middle. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here. Okay, let's do one more style to the body here. Body margin top, or let's use a padding, actually padding 10 pixel. So let me just refresh. Okay, looks clean and good. So now coming to the next part. So the header has a border and a height, right? The header has a border and height. So here, coming to the header, border 1 pixel solid black, okay, and a height of, let's say, 100 pixel. Let's just decrease it. Okay, and a padding of 1 pixel, okay, and a margin bottom of 10 pixel, let's say. Okay, padding is alright. So this is the header style. Copy, paste, Okay, now coming to the nav bar. I hope you guys are understanding it. You guys following it? Okay, this is just for actually Ankush. I don't know if Ankush here. The only reason I came to the class half an hour before is for Ankush. I don't know. He's okay. Great, fine. So coming to the nav bar here. So let's go here and see the nav bar. Okay, the nav bar is again there. It has no border, but yeah, it has a height. Let's say the height to be 50 pixel. Okay, the height to be 50 pixel. Okay, then there is content. Do container. Okay, so let's take care of the footer there. The footer has okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and see inside the nav bar. Let's go inside the nav bar. So let's say the nav bar height of 50 pixel. Okay, now coming to the nav bar. Inside of nav bar, what do we have inside of nav bar? We have one more div here. This is one div, this is one div, this is one div, and this is one div. Okay, so there are 4 divs. So inside nav bar there are 4 divs. So coming here, inside nav bar there are 4 divs. So the first one is something they have noted it as services. Okay, I'll call it as services. And the second is council services, they say. So class equal to council services, and then there is a button, I suppose it maps, and there is one search. It's a form. Okay, so after navbar we have 4 more divs, dot council services, and then dot maps, and dot search form. Alright, so let's go ahead here and let's write it. Let's write the content in it. Okay, services, council services. Okay, then maps, and then there is a search box. Alright, navbar has 4 divs. Let's see now. Let's go here. Okay, since the height is not matching that's a problem. But what can we do here is, okay, what I can really do here is a small thing here. Dot navbar, okay, and divs after it, display inline block. Now let's see. Yeah, this is what our intention was. Our intention is that. Now coming to services. Services has a width there. Okay, services has a width. Let's say services alone is taking 60% of the width, and it has a border 1 pixel, solid, hash 0 0, and let us give a padding to it, padding of 5 pixel. Right, so that is it. That's the services. So let me just copy this. So we are not using any framework here. You can use Bootstrap too. Okay, you can use Bootstrap too, but I'm not using a framework there. This is pure my own CSS. Right, we are not using any framework there. So now coming to the, let's see if it's going good. Yeah, and council services. Okay, let me just give a margin left of 10 pixel each div. So let me just refresh. It's going good. Now coming to the council services. Okay, for council services, the width is let's say 60%, right? So 10 percentage or maybe less than that. Okay, and a border 1 pixel solid black. Okay, it went up out there because the height of the nav bar is less. If it were to be more than that, it will be in sync. Or okay, okay, let me just check this. Console services should be in line with it. Okay, okay, the reason is it's 20 pixel, 32 pixel. Okay, so let's do this. A height of 50 pixel, less than that. This would do. 35 pixel would do. Okay, let's give a height of 35 pixel to each div. Height of 35 pixel. Okay, now this would may work. So a width of 7%. Okay, and vertical align middle, and a border solid, 1 pixel solid and black, and a padding of 5 pixel. Right, so let me just check what's really happening here. This and this 87, 47. Okay, just margin top 0 pixel. Oops, what happened? Oh yeah, you did not see the email. I have sent an email. I sent an email actually. So this here, width of, let's take 10%, no problem with it, and a border of 1 pixel solid -000, and let's give the padding 5 pixel. Oops. Okay, that's that there. So also, so let's copy this, paste here. Alright, so coming to the maps, it would be the same, except that the width is not 10%. Let's take the width be 5%. Okay, and search box is a form, so you have to keep a form there, and this is responsive actually. You could see, except this is gone because we have to tweak that. Okay, that's responsive design because we have given everything in percentages, so that can be again worked on. Coming to the search box, the same thing. Let's give the remaining. So this is 60%, 70%, 75%, so this will be 25%. So let's give 20%. Okay, so right? It's 15%, let's say. 15%, and I'll say margin 0 pixel. The reason is I don't want that margin. Okay, now I can increase one more percentage here, I guess. Okay, fine. So yeah, that is this nav bar. Okay, that's the nav bar over there. So like such, I mean the content now. Content, how many divs the content has? How many divs the content has? The content has one. Okay, then second div and third div. Or what you can really do is it's only two divs, first div and second div. Because look at this. Look at this thing. This thing is entire in this div. Right? So it's only two divs, one div and two div. Give a width to this, okay, and make it fixed, and use a list inside. Okay, use a list inside. And coming to this div, this is the main div. In this main div, one div here, second div, okay, third div. So this entire thing is one div, out of which inside there are two more divs. Right? So it's all about separation, how you are separating them. Okay, I'll just give the outline. I'll write down the divs over there, and I'll make this file available so that you can download and start working on this particular wireframe. Okay, so let me just show the inner content. Okay, the inner content. Alright, so with that I'll be ending the class here, the wireframe, and we'll go and jump into the arrays class. So let's start here. So the content minimum height is let's say 300 pixel. Okay, I'll give a background so that you can see what's really happening there. So can you see the screen here? You see, that's the background I have given for it. Okay, that's a really bad background. Let's give a very good background. Maybe this. Alright, so this is the content. Now inside the content, how many divs we have there inside the content? Inside the content we have 1 and 2, first division. So let me just go to the content there, the content here, two divs first. Div class equal to, I'll say right and left, or left and right, sorry, left content and the right content. Okay, so this I'll say the left content, and this I'll say the right content. Alright, so let's give that there, the right content and the left content. So what do we do is the minimum height, okay, let's say the minimum height is 200 pixels for this. Okay, I'll give a background so that you guys can spot it off. So 00, let's say 8 or 808, whatever it is. Okay, and for this the next is the same. Okay, I'll give a different background for this. I'll give a A0A. So let's see now. Okay, that's it. And there is something else here, which is display. Display inline block Okay, and the width of the right content is 70% and the width of the left content is 30%. So now let's see. Okay, display inline block in working. Okay, let me just make this as 65%. Okay, rightly you have to increase your width and this, and this should not be that much. Let's decrease the width over there. That is just this much. Okay, so let's take 20%, and for this 79%. You see that? Left and right content. So again, inside the right content, so what I do is the right content, sorry, the right content, I'll increase the minimum height to 400 pixels. Does it look like that? Okay, how much was that? 20%, and this is 20%. This will be some 85%. Okay, not 85, maybe let's take 80%. 80% is, oh sorry, 75%. Alright, so that's how it looks like, I guess. Right, so inside that again you have to separate them and see how it really works for you. Okay, so I'm clear. So the approach here, okay, you just have to see what's the approach there. What I'm really doing, I'm taking every box as a div, and then going inside that box and checking how many boxes are there. Again, there are two boxes, right? This div has one box, two, three, four boxes, right? And coming to this div, one box and two box, and then coming to this div, one box, two box, and three boxes, and coming to this div, okay, how many boxes? One box and the second box, right? So like such, you're supposed to, take care, divide everything into boxes until you get the right layout. Yeah, I agree, this is a tougher layout, whereas the other one is really easy layout, whereas there are not so many boxes in there. So let's just check what Adnan has submitted. That was really nice work, Adnan. I really appreciate that. So that's a good work you have done there. Okay, so guys, you can take Adnan's help if anybody want that. Okay, he will be available on Facebook. Okay, so you can just check that. So right here, so I am coming here. The priority here is if you upload a picture of yourself, okay, you will find your profile beautiful here. That is it. So, and again, update your addresses. Only guys in India, I can't really deliver the DVDs to no other countries, any other country than India. Right, so this is his profile. Okay, and these are functional too. Now I have made them functional. So coming to here, this is the assignment. Okay, that's really cool, nice, fantastic. I really love the color combinations. I thought you would have used a different one, but this suits perfectly. The black over, the white over black is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it's really cool. The placements are good. They're awesome, actually, not just good. I don't know where did you get this name. Best on health, caring for you. Okay, and this is a complex placement. I guess that's just a video. Sorry, yeah, a picture. Yeah, that's a nice one over there. Alright, that Adnan's assignment. So you can check the question what I have given to Adnan to here. Click on it, you find it. It reflects that. see when you check this, okay, both look the same. Okay, except that use this logo in black color or some different color. Okay, so that you know it looks good on the white like light background. Alright, so that's good. Nice one. Yeah, so that is about the wireframes. I hope I made some sense, or the class had helped you guys doing the wireframes, the next set of wireframes. Okay, so if not takes bootstrap help, if you take bootstrap, it's really easy. You don't have to write all these classes if you take bootstrap. So in bootstrap, the different scenario, the container, this will be container, and everything is a row, everything is called a row. Inside row, okay, depending upon the length, call md5, call md2, call md2, call md2. So like such, you can, you can just take that call mds. So go back to the bootstrap class which we had and try to use bootstrap. That would make your life more easier, I suggest, instead of writing from scratch. So even though we have written from scratch, but still it's not up to the right shape. Still there is a lot of work to be done over there. Okay, the padding and stuff. But when you use bootstrap, I suppose, it will be very easy for you if you use a bootstrap. So use that. Maybe on Saturday, coming this Saturday, I'll show you guys how to do the same thing using bootstrap if you are not able to finish it off. So the deadline is Saturday. If you do not submit by Saturday, I consider it as not submitted. And even if you submit later, I don't really want to include that in the website. So make sure you run your time and just do your part. And however, Adnan has submitted, so Adnan has no timelines. Good job there, man. Extend to Monday. Okay, fine. I'll extend it to Tuesday, not just Monday. So submit on Tuesday. Alright. Okay. So that is about that. And coming to the DVDs, I've explained that. I can do this only in India. Okay, if somebody is in India, you will get the 4 DVDs. As of now, this is ready. This part is ready. So you will be getting an email after the class, and see from there what you can really do over there. Okay, so that is it. Okay, now let's jump. Yeah, I suppose nobody watched the videos. Okay, array is nothing but a group of variables with different data types stored at one place, stored under one name. Okay, that's what an array is. So now let's see a program on array. Okay, I'll be using loops to show the data which array has. Alright, so I hope you guys can see my screen here. So today I'll be introducing a new function to you guys. Okay, okay, let's see what we can really do over there. Dot type HTML, head. You guys can see my screen, right? Now about my voice, clear? Tutoslive JS arrays. So how about the calculator assignment, guys? Did you guys download it? So coming here, right? So script. So I told you guys that I'll be showing a new function today, which is know what it does. Let's see. So that function name is called document dot write. Okay, hi, I'm printing this using JavaScript. Okay, so what does document dot write does? So document means your body, this body. Okay, write means put that whatever which is in here, put that into body. That's it, plain and simple. In simple language, document dot write puts whatever the argument. So this is the argument, whatever the argument, only one argument at once. Okay, this argument onto your body. Okay, so now let's see what is there. You see that I'm printing using JavaScript. No more console now. You don't have to look at the console every time. Okay, no need of console from now. All you can see on the web page, on the browser itself. Same print on screen. Okay, I don't know. So today we'll try to make it clear. Okay. Alright, so that is it. So using this, we'll see what is an array and what are the stuff we can really do over there. So what I do here is I'm not using it directly. I'll be using that inside a function. I'll say function show str. Okay, function show str document dot write str. So wherever I call this, okay, let me show this. So I'll say show this is displayed via a function in JavaScript. Okay, now let's see what happens there. So I'll just refresh. You see, this is displayed via a function in a JavaScript. So I told you guys yesterday that from now onwards we'll be using only functions, because functions are more flexible, more reusable. I can use this from anywhere, and I don't have to write again document dot write every time. So I simplified it. So even that, I can even simplify this like this. Every time I print, okay, I print a line break. Let's see now. Show does this appear in the next line? Let's see. You see that a line break has been implemented there. Not just line break, I can put anything. I can write my anything, any HTML tag. See that HR is printed every time I'm trying to print it. Alright, even I can style it too. Okay, even I can style it. How? Like this. Div style equal to color hash f00. Let's see. You see that? Can even style it. So whatever I'm doing it there, okay, if you can see the source here, okay, there's nothing on the source. It's actually some dynamic content. Maybe inspect element may give us a better option. Yes, source will not give. Source is the file which is the HTML file. See that? Div. Alright, so that is document dot write. That is the power of document dot write. So let me just remove the HR there. Let me use only let us use div. We don't need anything else there. Clear guys? Document dot write. I can put styles also. So I did not try with the inline the internal style. Let me just check if the internal styles work on that, because it is dynamically generated. So here div background, or let's take a margin 10 pixel, let's take a padding 10 pixel, let's take a background yellow color. Yellow is a combination of red and green. Yes, it's working. Fantastic. Right? So and I can do this. This is done everything via JavaScript. Am I typing any HTML code out there? Nothing. Am I typing any CSS code out there? Of course, I typed a little bit of CSS code, but everything is happening via a JavaScript. Right? So that's the beauty of JavaScript. Now this is the client side dynamic content. Okay, I'll show you more things. We can generate a lot of things using JavaScript. Okay, so now let's jump into our arrays. So coming here to arrays. So the syntax of array. Okay, let's take the example STX example. So this is how I declare a new array. Alright, this is how I declare a new array. So Anil equal to, I can give the values here itself directly, okay, or I can give them like this separately. Okay, so let's start giving this separately. Anil, I don't know the ID of Anil. Let me just check the ID of Anil. So it is 275. So 275, and attendance is true, and percentage is 89. Okay, and yeah, maybe that is it for now. Okay, so that is it. So now let me just check that if I can print this directly or not. Let's see what error does it throw. Does it throw an error or not also? I don't know exactly. So yeah, there is an error out there. It says that, okay, we cannot really see. We can see that only in console. We can see errors. See, unexpected token 19, line number 19. Okay, it can't really take that. So how do we display it? How do we display it? Like this. How many elements are there? What is the length of this array? 3. Are you sure? 4. Okay, now how do I print it? For var I equal to 0, I less than or equal to I less than 4. Okay, the last index is always length minus 1, the last index. Okay, I plus plus, here show Anil of I. That is it. Show Anil of I. So let's see what happens there. So let's refresh. Okay, there's still some error there. What's this problem? What's your problem? Okay, let me just take this. Right, so this is it. It's printing each and every value inside that array. True, 275, Anil, messed up. Okay, so let me just do this. Let me remove this style here. Okay, we'll style it here itself. Color hash 111. Okay, so that's how I can print each and every element inside array. So what I do here is, okay, that's about the arrays. Whatever you want to print an array, this is how you access an array. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to change the values of the array. How do I change it? So let me just take this, copy paste, okay, here. Okay, always use braces. I'm sorry that I'm not using braces here. Okay, always use braces. to avoid confusion. So that's one for loop. Okay, and this is another for loop. So what I do is anil of I equal to Tutoslive. Alright, anil of I equal to Tutoslive. So what I do here is display inline block. Okay, I don't want it to go to another line again and again. Let's see. Now the first time, this is the array of anil. So that's the array. Okay, that is the array. So next time I have changed everything to this. Next time, right? So that I can manipulate, an array too using the for loop. So this is how I access an array. This is how I can change an array. Okay, so if I change this to, let's say, Anil to Adnan. So what if I want to change everything? I want to change every other value, like the corresponding value. Okay, that's a different scenario. I'll show that in a using functions. So if you can see that, okay, everything has been changed to Adnan. Right? So that is an array. How do we access an array? Okay, that's about that. Any questions here? No problem. Don't be hesitant to ask questions. Any questions here? Not using array. So you want to make a pattern using array. Okay, good question that. So if you give patterns there, like say for instance, okay, let me just do this for Sohail. So here var pattern equal to new array. Okay, so what I take is I'll just take a 3 by 3 array. Okay, I'll say this row 1. Okay, I'll take this row 2. I'll take this row 3. Okay, let me print a break here. Show. I don't know if I can print a break. Okay, because we are using a div over there, so I can't really print a break, but let's see. Okay, so here 3 by 3, right? P P P P P P. So what I do now is row 1. I'm making a multi-dimensional array here. Row 3. Okay, now pattern is a console.log. You can see that. I'll show you. Okay, let me just show you guys in console that. You see that? It's a 2-dimensional array. It has 3 arrays again. This, and this. So it's a 2-dimensional array now. So arrays of array. It is an array. Inside, if you go into that, it's again an array. So this is how I told you. If I want to change, I can now save Anil, Adnan, Sohail, Satyanarayana, and Ankush into a student's array. I can do that and start printing the values. Okay, so now our interest is only patterns, right? So this is how I do. For var I equal to 0. So what is the length of the pattern array? 3. Right? The length of pattern array is 3. 1, 2, 3 elements. I plus plus Okay, next coming here where j equal to 0. What is the length of each array? Again 3, right? It's a 3 by 3. Now here I'll write document dot write pattern of I comma j. Okay, and after every row document dot write, I'm not using show there because show is inside a div. I don't want to do that, so document dot write. Alright, let's see if this works out. See this? So that's using arrays, but it's a very bad logic. I say you can do it in a different way too. Okay, not just that, not just arrays. Okay, so now coming to here. Okay, I'm using something called I comma j, right? So what exactly it is? I want to show you guys that I plus j plus. So what is this? I comma j. Okay, now let's just check it out. So 0 comma 0, first I is 0 and j is 0. What is the element? P is there. 0 comma 1, there is nothing. 0 comma 2, there is nothing. Then it jumps to the next row, row 1. You see row 1, column 0, column 1, column 2. Now row 2, column 0, column 1 and column 2. Okay, so I and j's are rows and columns, the rows and row numbers and column numbers. It's as per the logic actually. Right? So great. So this is a bad logic again. Don't make patterns using arrays. So now here let's do one thing. Let's take a small break here. Okay, just a 2-minute break, and we see the different functions, or I call methods, in JavaScript. Arrays, just arrays, what we can really do with arrays, and that ends the class. And yeah, that is it guys. So just take a 2-minute break here, so have fun. Yeah guys, I'm back. So that's for the break. So how's your day guys? What's happening with you guys? So it's gone here. Who's gone from here? Zadnan is there, Soil is there, Ankush is gone. Oh, from the student list, from the attendee list. So well, let's see the different types of functions, the different types of manipulations we can do to our arrays. Okay, so what are the important functions that will help us in processing the arrays? Okay, that's our next topic. So I'm going to list out all the methods which we're going to discuss. Then I'll be showing in programming what everything does. Okay, so the first, these are called array objects. Okay, I did not discuss about the objects, but I know I may discuss it later, but as of now just think that these are array objects. So the difference between an array and object, so you are using this notation for array, right? Index, right? Whereas in object use this notation. That's it. That's the only difference in JavaScript, at least. Okay, so There we call them functions, and in here we call them as methods. Okay, so that's another difference. So no need to worry about that differentiation, but just remember what we are doing here. That's it. Alright, so coming here, the first one is length. So what does it do? Okay, length. Why array and object are the same? They're not the same. That's it. Well, how do we differentiate that? It's pretty simple. It's a different notation, I say. It's a different notation, and the reason why people use objects is that to access an object, it's pretty much easier and faster. Okay, you have a confusion in array and object. There's nothing to confuse around it. Like wherein array is just variables. An array can hold, okay, an array can hold anything, of course, whatever in JavaScript. Okay, in JavaScript, whatever an object can do, an array can do the same thing, except that objects are faster than arrays. And it's very easier to write code using objects. Like, instead of writing a bracket here, okay, all you need to do is only dot here. So that's the only difference. There's no huge difference between those two guys. That's the same. Okay, so coming to the objects here, array objects here. Okay, the first thing is called length. So what it does, it finds the number of elements in the array. Okay, and its syntax is array underscore name dot length. Okay, array underscore name is the array variable over there, array underscore name, and that's it. Alright, so the next is index of. What does it do? Finds the index. Remember the notation? Okay, you have to write it in the same way. You should not change it. It's camel case. Okay, you're supposed to write this in camel case. What it does do? Finds the index of an element in the array. The syntax: array underscore name dot index of. So whatever the element you want to find, if the element is there, it will return the index of it. If it is not there, it returns -1. Remember this. This is an interview question which I'll be asking after the class and tomorrow too. Okay, the return values. You must remember the return values too. Then the next is last index of. So you will see the difference between these two. Oh, everybody is going here? Okay, fine. Finds the index. So I'll just show the difference in a program. Index of an element in the array. The syntax is array underscore name dot last index of the element. So can you guys tell me the difference? Index of and last index of. Any guess? Give me a guess. Just guess by looking at the names. Yes, Anil and Satyanarayana. Can you guys give me the difference? Okay. Both finds the index. The first one, index of, will start searching from the first and returns whatever it finds the first time. It won't go all through the array. It will only get the first found. Okay, the first one is, it starts from the first of the array, 0 index, keeps on going. Whenever it finds the element, it returns. Okay, we'll see that in an example. Okay, that will help us. Index of and last index of. Okay, so that's the index of, both will find the index, but except the direction is different. The next here we have is sort. What does sort do? Sorts the array in ascending order. Syntax: array underscore name dot sort. Okay, assuming that var array underscore name equal to new array. Then we have reverse. So what does reverse do? Sorts the array in descending order. Array underscore name dot reverse. Alright, so until now, let's see what these guys do. Okay, let's see an example now. Can you guys see my screen? Yes, can you guys see the screen? Okay, fantastic. So let me just open a new file here. Doc type HTML. Head and the body. So here is the title. Title is Tutoslive Super 10 JS or objects. So here is the style. Let's do some styling here. What I really want to do here is a body background. Okay, a background of hash EEE or AAA. Okay, and the color, let the color be okay. Okay, let us store this as JS array underscore objects dot HTML. Alright, that's a style there, and let's write our script. So the first thing we do is function. Okay, function show. Str. So show is just a dummy function. Document dot write. Okay, this is, let's write two types of functions. Okay, show block level and show inline level. What do you say? Show inline. So show inline will just print everything as it is. Okay, so what it does is it uses a span. Okay, so let's write a style for that too. So just a padding is enough for this, 10 pixel, and a little bit of margin here, which is 5 pixel. Okay, then let's write a function called show block. Okay, document dot write. Let's say this is inside a div. Okay, let's use the same style to div 2. Okay, the padding and stuff, and let's use a background. No need of background. Okay, fine. So let's see what's really doing. Let's print something. Okay, show inline first. Test to see if this prints inline. Okay, show block. Test to see if this prints block level. So that's it. Let's go here. Yeah, they're printing good, doing good, and fantastic. Okay, let me just to test inline we have to do it twice. Yeah, it's doing both great. And for body, let's use a margin 0 pixel, or no need, a margin of 50 pixel. Let's do that. And for this, font weight bold, font size 24 pixel, so we don't have to zoom in every time. Okay, so this is the thing, everything is working perfect. That this is how we have to prepare our things. Yeah, any question here? No, we are writing those functions. You missed it yesterday's class, right? So that's about functions. So I'm writing I'm writing the functions. Okay, so that's how yesterday's class I told. Right now we do everything in functions only. Okay, now here no inline and no block. Okay, let's only take inline, and what this does is, okay, that's okay, fine, let it go. Or one simple BR is enough, I guess. Okay, alright, so now let's start. Where I'll take a students array. Okay, students array now. New array. So we're all present here. We have Anil here. Okay, we have Satyanarayana here. Right? So let's see. So for each, okay, where I equal to 0, I less than, okay, I less than. So how much is I less than? Okay, I less than, how many elements we have? So let's check it out. So here show, okay, show students dot length. Okay, let me just remove this. So here I'll write number of students in the class. Okay, number of students in the class. So how many students we have in the class? Number of students in the class is 2. Okay, let's use div itself. Right, number of students in the class 2. Right, so let's see who are all the students there. Okay, so for that let me write another function. Okay, I'll say function show array. So this time it will show the array. So let's see, ARR is the variable. ARR stands for array. So every time how it work. Okay, first thing it should take care of is where length equal to ARR dot length. Whenever I want to print, I need the length first. Right, I need the length first. For where I equal to 0, I less than length. Okay, always I should go from 0 to length minus 1. Yeah, span tag is in line. Then I plus plus. So here if I want to show, I'll write it show in line. What is that? ARR of I will show me the array. That's it. This is the perfect code to write a function. Okay, I'm using another function inside this function. I can do that. I can call a function inside another function. So now let's write this show array of students. Okay, show array of students. So here I'll write one more sentence, just show, okay, list of students in the class. Okay, list of students in the class. So let's see now. Oops, I had to extend this 30 minutes. Alright, oh, now we have so many students. We have Aish here. Aish, I don't know what you're understanding here, but you can't really talk in the class. You can only listen me. If you want to talk, use the chat box here. Alright? Okay, so now let's see here. Okay, let's just refresh. See that? Anil. Oh, I made a spelling mistake there. My bad. Satyanarayana. Alright, number of students in the class is 2. List of students in the class Anil and Satyanarayana. Okay, so this is how I use length. Where do I use length? I use length to know the length of the array. I use length when I want to print how many students are there in the class. So now let's change only one thing here and see how everywhere it gets changed. So we have Adnan here, we have Suhail here, and we have the new guy Aisha. Again, now let's see. I did only change the array. Now let's see the functions, the beauty of functions here. See that? Number of students in the class 5. List of students in the class Anil, Satyanarayana, Adnan, Suhail and Aish. Alright, so this is how I use length. So now let us know the position. Let us know the position of Adnan. Where is Adnan standing? Okay, so for that, what is the function to know the position, to know the index of something? We have it in the classroom. Okay, 3 gone. Okay, 4. Okay, so what is the function to use? Index of. So let's find the index of Adnan. So how? Show show index of which array? Students array. Students dot index of. Okay, here I'll say element. Let's declare element where element equal to, what is that element? Adnan. So let us just write here index position of element in students is. Okay, so let's see. I'm using the block level there. So index position of Adnan in students is 2. So this is 0 index, this is index 1, this is index 2. So now let's do one more thing here. I'll add one more Adnan here. Let's say we have 2 Adnans. So what will be the answer now? What will be the answer? I have added one more Adnan at the very end. Okay, I have added here one more Adnan. and I'm trying to find the index position of Adnan in the students. Okay, what will be the answer now? The previous answer was 2 because Adnan is here, position 2, 0, position 0, position 1 and position 2. Now I have added one more Adnan, so what will be the answer? Any idea? No? So let's see. Yes, anybody has an idea here? 2? Okay, let's see. Yes, number of students is 6, still it's 2. So how do I find this last Adnan's index? Yes, how do I find the last Adnan's index? Index position from the last is last index of. Okay, so let's see. Index position of Adnan in students from the last is, now this is 5. Okay, now let's do one more thing here. In between Anil and Satyanarayana, I'm gonna add one more Adnan. There is one more Adnan here. Right, now tell me the answer, this answer and this answer. Okay, I have added one more Adnan in between these two guys, Anil and Satyanarayana. Now tell me the answers of both using comma separated answers. Yes, I want the answer. What is the index of answer? What is the last index of answer? 1 and 6. Any other answers here? 2 and 5. Okay, any other answers here? Hey, hi Fugale, how are you? Last index of is 1 and last index of is 6. Okay, let's just check it out here. Okay, 1 and 6. Right, so it just, it won't even consider this one. Only this is the drawback of JavaScript, that if there is something in the middle, it can't really figure it out. It can only check, okay, it can only check these two, from the last and from the first. Whatever in the middle, that's it, you can't really get it. Okay, that's the index of and last index of. Now I want to sort these arrays. I want to place them in an order. Okay, I want to sort them in an order. How do I sort? Okay, I'll take a new array. Okay, sorted students equal to. So the syntax of sort is students dot sort. Okay, all you gotta do is show array, show array, sorted students. So let me just remove this. I'll make even this as dynamic. Okay, let's take it as a title. Okay, so this is a title. Okay, every time I have to send the title along with this. So list of students in the class. Okay, I'm making even that dynamic. This is becoming more and more dynamic here. Okay, so here list of students after sorting. Okay, I'm making this more dynamic. That's it, nothing more than that. So now let's see. Refresh. You see, list of students in the class is the title there. Okay, and this is list of students after sorting. Now you see, after sorting 1, 2, 3, then Anil, it's an alphabetical sorting. Okay, if I put Tutoslive at the front, let's say, where is our array here? I'll say Tutoslive Okay, so see, this is a regular array and this is a sorted. What if I wanted a reverse order? What if I wanted a reverse order? I'll say where reverse sorted array equal to students dot reverse. Alright, so I'll just copy this here. List of students after sorting in reverse order. That's the title. Okay, and this is the array. So now let's come here. Oops, what happened? Did I save this? Okay, let me refresh. Okay, there's something wrong here. Reverse sorted. Okay, the name is wrong. Oh, students. Alright. You see that? Now it's a reverse order. Now it's a reverse order. Okay, so let's do one small thing here. Okay, here ins I'm just using some tags to differentiate the title there. Okay, ins I can write another function there, but I don't want to write another function there. So I can make this even more dynamic. I don't have to write hundreds of lines of code. Everything is in functions. If you had to do this without functions, okay, it used to be very huge, right? Okay, so now a small example. Let's do this. But the position is of number 1 and number 2. What is the position? So I don't know. Okay, so one experiment here. You guys had to tell me this. Now, where numbers equal to new array. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 45. Let's take 10 20 oh 10 20 12 22 43 55 100 101. Okay, so let's see. Show array. The title be ins list of numbers in the array. Numbers. Right, so let's see now that. Is it good? 1 2 3 45 10 20 12 22 43 55 100 101. Okay, these are the numbers. Now I want to sort this. What is the order if I sort? Okay, put down the order there. Put down the order in the chat box. Okay, put down the order in the chat box. Order of when I sort it. Only use sort. What is the order? Go ahead quickly. Ascending. Yeah, put down the numbers. Ascending. Okay, let's see now. So here show array ins list of numbers after sorting. Numbers dot sort. Oh, ins tag. It's what is it doing? Ins tag. It's putting an underline. This is what we have studied in HTML, text formatting tags. Okay, if you have any question, go there and check it out. Okay, so yeah, now let's see ascending order. Right, your answer, is this the ascending order? Is this the ascending order? No, then you guys said right, it's gonna come in ascending order. So it's just like a string. Okay, it did not consider them as numbers. What he has done, 1 is the order, right? Immediately after 1, 1 0, after 1 2 zeros, then coming here 1, then 2, go to 2, 2 0, 2 2, go to 3, 4 3, 4 5, and 5 5. Right, so how do I fix this? This is how I fix it. Function, I have to pass a function. Okay, this is a dummy function a comma b. Okay, this is a dummy function a comma b, return a minus b. Okay, this is just a dummy function which is a hack in JavaScript. It's called a hack to find the ascending order of the numbers. Let's see now. Is it coming there? Yes, did it work? So this is how, if you have to sort the numbers, this is the way to do it. Alright, so that is about the first 4 or 5 functions we have discussed. Okay, now let's talk about the other functions. Any questions here? So guys are going off and coming back. I don't know the reason. So yeah, but I don't want to waste time over that. So now here, the next function, the next line of function is push. Okay, what push does is adds an element at the end of the array. This is very important. Okay, this is really important. Push. Okay, the syntax is array underscore name dot push whatever the element you want to add at the very end. Okay, the next is pop, removes the last element from the array. Okay, the syntax is array underscore name dot pop. No need to pass the element, because whatever the element which is at the end, it removes it. Okay, it just removes it. Next is shift, same as push, exactly same as push, but except that adds an element at the start of the array. The syntax is array underscore name dot shift element. The next is unshift, same as pop, but removes the first element from the array. Okay, you have to practice everything here. It's not so easy. Okay, you will only get to know when you really use this in your programs, or else you will forget all these things. That's why the DVD will help you out. Okay, I don't know, for people who are outside India, I don't know what you really do, but for the people, okay, that's where the DVD will help you out there. Alright, so shift done, unshift done. Okay, and there are 2 more functions which we'll discuss later. First, let's see what push, pop, shift, unshift does. Right, so any questions until now? The sorting, reverse last index of, length, any questions out there? Yes or no? So let's see. So I'm gonna share my screen. So what do you think about functions? Are they really useful? If you write everything inside function, then it will be really useful. So my main goal of writing a program is reusable code. I always insist anybody to write reusable code, because tomorrow if I want to print something using JavaScript, I straight away take that function and include it there, right? So that is the essence of this. So let me just do one more thing here. Let's add a style. Okay, for span, I want to use an yellow color background, RGB. Oh, sorry. Hash yellow is F0F for span. For div, okay, let's use a background hash SUC on FF0. Okay, so let me just refresh this. Oh my goodness, oh god, this is crazy. No need to use any background for span. Okay, only for div let's use it. Okay, not such that kind of background. I'll use this background. Right, then this looks a little bit odd there. Okay, so yeah, so now let's see the importance of push, pop, shift and shift. So now let's take the Tutoslive itself. Okay, now we're all gone from Tutoslive. Okay, let's remove first. Okay, not Tutoslive. Okay, let's take a different, no problem here. So let's take a different array here, var products equal to new array. Okay, so let's start adding one by one product. Okay, initially I started a business with very few products, let's say. Okay, so the products are, okay, just I started with my mobile products. Okay, let's say I started with Nokia X and Nokia Lumia 530. Okay, so now let's see, is my store ready or not. So show array here, ins, first the heading, right? Ins products in my store, comma, okay, products. So let's see, products in my store, yes, Nokia X and Nokia Lumia 530. Okay, those are my products in store. Now what I have done is I have added a new product, okay, called Moto G, let's say. So how do I add it? All I gotta do is like products dot push, okay, products dot push Moto G. Now let's print again. Okay, new products, products in my store after adding. Okay, now let's see, does it work or not? Let's see, yes, it has added. Where did it add? At the very end. Now I got one more product. Okay, I got one more product. So products dot push. Okay, this time I've got a new product. Okay, which is I don't know, give me a name of mobile. Give me a name of mobile. Yes guys, give me a name of a mobile. You guys know about anything about mobiles or no? Is the class boring? Shall we stop the class? Shall we stop the class? No? Micromax, okay. So micromax. Right, so instead of this, okay, let me use it here. See that it has been added. So where do we use this push? Okay, we use this push when, you know, it depends. In complex programming, we'll be using push to store the elements as and we are getting it from the server. Okay, I'll show that when to use push and stuff if we have an opportunity to say it. But yeah, but as of now, the only functionality of push is to push the elements at the very corner. Now let's say the stock is over with micromax. Okay, the stock is over in micromax, stock is over, so I'm just pulling it out, and now let's see. You see that micromax is gone. Okay, now there is very fresh arrival. Let's start adding it at the very end. So what is that? Products dot shift, want to add micromax here. Right, so now let's see. Oh, what happened? Products dot shift. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that's unshift is adding. I told it in the reverse way, my bad. Alright, shift will remove the element. Okay, unshift will add. So let me just change it. So my bad. Yeah, I'll upload the source code as soon as the class is over. Okay, so just wait there. By the time you fill the feedback, I'll start uploading the files. But the videos is not possible. Okay, so down the line I may even remove the videos. I'll be only doing the DVDs, not videos anymore. Well, it's a very huge problem for me. YouTube will curse me for using all the bandwidth. Okay, so yeah, coming here, shift and unshift. I hope you guys have figured it out. Okay, and there are two more functions which I'll be telling you guys when we talk about string objects, which is tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be seeing the string objects, a very important object. Okay, so string objects is used in validation, so don't miss that class, string objects. And I'll be showing the other two functions. There are only two methods, sorry, there are only two methods left which can be seen along with the string objects. Okay, so this is the code. I'll be uploading the code as soon as the class is over. By the time you start filling the feedback, you will see the code over there, you can download. So any questions here? Push, pop. Okay, now I'll tell you what are the important functions here. Okay, what are the important functions? Methods, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all the important ones. The rest, no need of them. You won't be using sort, you won't be using roots, you won't be using pop, you won't be using shift, you won't be using, that's it. Yeah, any questions here? Any questions? Assignments, guys, I don't know. Okay, I've uploaded it late, but yeah, fine. Armstrong number, where's the Armstrong number? And I don't know, I may find out a place where you can see all the assignments at one place. I may code it in that way. Okay, so that's one thing. Alright, don't forget about the feedback. Yesterday nobody has given a feedback except Adnan, so that's really important. That will help other students to know what really happened in the class. Okay, so thanks guys, see you tomorrow. It was a long class, I know your brain's been frying now, but take rest, have fun. Okay, yeah, good to go. Wait for my email regarding the DVDs. Thank you, bye bye.